Welcome one, welcome all, as I was saying. To round 6 on Oasis. It's a do or die match for both of these players. They lose this series and they are out of the tournament. Two of the fiercest competitors we've seen thus far. Barrick's coming down for Greeky within town center range, to be expected. And I anticipate Borg to be doing the exact same thing very shortly. But it looks like he went for an early storehouse instead, ahead of an early barrack. So slightly different. Banner in wrong place. Ah, yes. There we go. Fixed. Fixed. First spearman. Oh, look at this. Borg is stealing some goats already. Hopefully that'll help him evade whatever attack Greeky is going to come out. Lucas is cheering for Greeky. Greeky, I think, is the favorite in this matchup. Borg loving the double hunts. I don't know if this is the right matchup or map to be using double hunts on. A little bit of mismanagement as well, but he's got pirates, he's got wizards. Love it, love it. These guys, their eye patches on these villagers look so big, they look like masks. Oh. Borg scout. Getting chipped away. He sent his first couple of spearmen to that hunt. Equal with Greeky's, who's getting hunting dogs. We talked about this a little bit when he came on to co-cast. But hunting dogs was really critical in a couple of the matches that we saw. Helped your opponent, helped the player in that match get up more than enough food. Looks like Borg is, I don't know what Borg is waiting for. Dropping some villagers maybe? Oh no, he was housed. The number grows. Greeky up to 7 spearmen. Borg up to the same, but nothing is protecting these villagers. Borg is confirming yet again that these spearmen are here, doing the dance. Alright, so Greeky knows that all of Borg's spearmen are here, so he's going to try to attack this side of the base. He'll probably find 1, maybe 2 villagers if he pays enough attention. And he's going in. He's going for a single villager. And he's got to commit. He's got to commit to that. No? This villager survives on 5 HP. Lucky, lucky. And Borg on this side chases away. Okay. Couple spearmen here to defend this, but Greek can easily take this. And yeah, Borg can't fight. 6 to the 8. And with micro, Borg will have a very, very tough time. Greeky going to the 3rd H. Let's see. He's gathering some stone in his base. Getting up a storehouse on his gold. Even moving on to the another hunt out in the middle of the base. While still putting on pressure, right? 13 spearmen to the only 11 here of Borg. But remember, like, spearmen in this matchup, I think for both players are pretty useless in the Age 2. As soon as you get out Hapaspis, as soon as you get out other units. It looks like Greeky might be getting the benefit of this. Yeah. He's really doing a great job with the micro. Borg, unfortunately, I don't think he can take this. 7 to the 9. A lot of Greeky's spearmen are hurt. But in the end, it's Borg who's still going to be 30 seconds away from H2 and who loses the hunt. Greeky now with some longswordsmen too. Should be taking a really good fight. Borg though, you know, as soon as he gets to H3 or H2, he has enough stone in the bank to get up a second town center. Greeky putting a second town center very defensively. Getting up handsaw, lots of longswordsmen. So he's going to have full map control in this matchup for quite a while. Yeah, I agree. It's not, even though it was a relatively fair fight, at the end of the day, Greeky lost cheap spearmen. And Borg lost a lot more than that. He might lose his TC if Greeky pays attention. And if Borg doesn't micro his units well, oh, this can't be how it ends. He's got to specifically target units here. He's got to bring some of these villagers on the wood line onto it. It's going to be close. He's going to knock it down. That's devastating. That is devastating. And he overgathered stone, but he still needs even more. Oh, another huge pickup. You don't see these often. And look at this, Greeky on the water. He's even got a rhino on the water too. So he secured the water, secured the map control. Pacifist, no matter how smart he might be or how scholarly, he cannot fight 3v1. Borg, though, he did take a good fight, right? So maybe he thinks he can try to push the advantage here. But that would be a mistake. Not only is he down in villagers, he also is down in population. Greeky, in his own base, he has... he's been constantly making units. So he's going to have to fall back. Borg is getting his own second town center. It is very devastating, but it's not the end of the world. We've seen Borg come back from worse things than this. So as long as he pays attention and micros well, he has got a Tox in the back here. This might help him, but here are the two Tox from the fishing post, microing onto the Toxody in the back here, and gets one down. It's gonna be tough. Bad engagement, or not bad, fair engagement for both players to take, but Borg is down economically, so it's tough. He feels like he needs to make something happen, and I get that, but look at this, already forced onto farms. All of the food on this map, for those who don't know, are around this central oasis. So here's the berries, here's another hunt, here's the hunt, here's another hunt, berries, hunt, berries. And so if you don't secure this middle pond, you're sort of screwed out of food income. Which can be really tough in this like middle stage of the game. Good thing is that Borg doesn't really need that much food income. He can sort of get a large ball of Tox. Greeky might think about considering switching to slingers, and yeah, he's smarter than that. He knows what he's doing. He knows what Borg would need to get out of this match, and I like this. Borg is going to be just kiting, picking off units for free. A little free beast, never hurt. But as soon as Greeky gets up a nice druid and slinger ball, I think that's it's going to be all she wrote. And this berry bush is depleting. Might consider going to the far reaches of the map. Just a little chip damage here and there. Yeah. He sees the slingers though, so the slinger tagging is so real. And there's no meat shield here for Borg. See villager count, 43 villagers to the 51. Wow. Farms are being placed down. Look at this. 9 farms already. 900 wood needed to be invested. And Greeky, right? He spent all that in more production facilities. He even got an armory up. Getting another armory actually. So that is how you compound your map control. that's a perfect example of like using your map control to not have to put down things like farms. Good drive by. Almost picked off the druid, but did not get it in the end. I like the fact that Borg is bringing in some Sari. Sari are the perfect meat shield, but oh, these talks. There's more than enough slingers here to demolish this army of Borg. Oh, that's costly. And maintaining a high tox count is extremely critical. Greeky doesn't care. He's just pushing into the base. And look at all these exposed villagers. This is into all of Borg's economy right here. And the population difference too. Look at that. 75 to the 120 population of Greeky. Nothing he could do. I don't think he'll be able to win this game, like this matchup, or this from this push, but still. On the backs of this, right? Greeky's has all the map control he needs. And look at this, another massive group of units here. That being said, though, Borg is floating a lot of food. Floating a lot of food. He can easily get a lot more Saris. He just he needs some houses. Doesn't have the housing necessary. Oh, and look at this. You don't see this with Celts often, but seems like Greeky wants to make sure that his map control is being established. Okay, Sarah's going to try to do some raiding here, but oh, look at this. Greeky sending... Sorry, just incorporating some spearmen in the mix. Just having a couple spearmen is devastating, so very smart choice by him. It's also smart to keep his talks in the back of his base so that if Greeky wants to push in, he needs to fight into this double TC. Armory difference. Greeky has just the pierce damage armory upgrade. And he's getting now temper, but oh man, this is devastating. Greeky up to 72 villagers compared to the 46 of Borg. And with Greeky just sitting under this town center, yeah, there's really nothing Borg could do there. So that was Greeky from minute one, having a game plan with Celts, executing it perfectly on the map that they're known to do it best at, making sure that map control is absolutely established, and then never relinquishing it once. Just textbook Celt play. Well done. But now we've instituted the new rule, and I will read the new rule for you if you are unaware. The rule is as follows. Each player can play a civ as long as they want until they take a win off of their opponent with that civilization. After that, they are forced to switch the civ and cannot repick it again in the series. So, that means that Greeky has won his one and only game of Celts in the series. He will be forced to switch off of it. He will be forced to switch off Celts for the remainder of the series. Borg is free to play Greeks again. He can secure a win on Greeks, but let's invite Greeky back. Okay. Game 2. Game 2 is going to be on Mountain Crossing. And this is a a 1 for Greeky. And I will move this back. Alrighty. Greeky versus Borg. First game went the way of Greeky. Executed his Celtic plan perfectly, flawlessly, some might say. Establishing map control and doing a great job never relinquishing it. But this is Borg's time to shine. It's a much more macro-oriented map. He can wall off much easier with Greeks. Get a really good Tox Ball, destroy all the Legionaries. I think there's a good chance that that Borg can make something happen in this game. He's got a really nice hunt. Actually, let's see. He's got one hunt there. And no other hunts. But I think... I think I'm gonna have to I want Borg to have as even of an opportunity as possible. So I will. I'm gonna pause here. All right, we're gonna read. I want to make sure that this this series is as fair as possible. We're playing for money now at this point, so I think that's only right. Mountain crossing. Start it up again. That's fair, but you know, I want to make sure that that it's his Civ choice that handicaps him, not the map. So restarting. Looks like Greeky might not have a good hunt this time. There's this hunt. Really nice gold there for Greeky though. Now Greeky might not have a second hunt. But if Borg doesn't have one either, then we're good. We shall see though. We shall see. Okay, yeah, they both don't have a second hunt. Very nice. Oh, Greeky does have one back here, but that's far enough away where I think it doesn't matter. Alrighty. Even though he's switched to Romans, Greeky is not changing his gameplay style. Wanting to establish that early map control. We saw how devastating that was last game. Borg's going to see it. He's not going to be fooled by it. And he's changing up his own plan. He's not going right for a docks this time. I think that's actually a smart idea. A very, very smart and practical idea. You know, there's three main ways to counter a spearman rush. One is you say, F it, and you don't care, like me. And you see what happened last game with Borg. Right, where your TC gets taken down. The other possibility, which is one that the Borg is doing right now, is you have to get up a barracks as fast as your opponent does, and hope that your barracks and your defense is strong enough to avoid Greeky pushing you and taking absolute map control. But and it should work. Should work. Borg's going to have two spearmen out on the field. Same thing with Greeky, and Greeky won't really get anything out of this. And these spearmen costs roughly the same. Borg spearmen cost slightly less gold, but are 230, 11 DPS, 250, 11 DPS. So Greeky spearmen are slightly better. Both players want to make sure that none of them get housed. So Borg has dropped down a couple more houses. Neither one of these players is going on the docks though. Greeky has enough to go for a dock spot. Whoa. So he's got one spot and there is a backdoor opportunity. No backdoor opportunity for Greeky though. So that's pretty good for Borg. He doesn't have to worry about that. Man, lots of houses being dropped down here for Borg. Wow. 4 houses in age 1. That is crazy. What is this? What is this? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Greeky was trying to take this top pond. But Borg is smartly noticing it. So I'm sure one of these days he's going to come back here, throw down the docks of his own, and try to fight against it. Well, Borg's got 9 spearmen. He's trying to move out against the 9 spearmen of Greeky. Greeky, though, again, getting to the Bronze Age faster than Borg. Borg, though, is already jumping on the stone mine. Let's see here. Greeky is not. So choosing to instead go for this docks up top. But Borg sees this. He is smart. He knows what's going on. Borg is comfortable just chilling here. I'm really surprised he queues up like another spearman instead of going to the second age. He does it again. Like right now he's just defending this these 6 villagers on a hunt. That's not doing anything. Second age queued up. Greeky's already in the second age. The legionnaires are being trained up already. And so Borg is going to be 45 seconds behind. Scout tries to come in and see what Borg's all about. Let's see here. Greeky's just now getting on stone. Borg is already up to 160. Although he does have the stocks up here with only 1 fishing boat. Borg's docked his own base. He's got 2 fishing boats or fishing spots really close. Oh, he's got another hunt back here. Greeky's going to be housed for a little bit. Same thing with Borg if he doesn't get up another house. But it's going to be very nice. As soon as this second age comes up, Borg is going to have enough for a second town center. The dance, though, the dance is real. And with these 2 legionaries in the mix, Borg can no longer take the same good fights that he wanted to take. The unfortunate aspect of it, too, is that... the good thing is that Borg knows exactly where the bulk of Greeky's army is. And so he's going to put his town center in a really good spot to avoid Borg, trying to push in there. Borg's got a pacifists of his own. Actually, a couple of pacifists. A couple exposed villagers here. So Greeky, did Greeky see this? No, he did not see this, but his scout was about to see it. Let's see here, villager count, 24 villagers to the 26. So yeah, Greeky's been dropping a couple of villagers. Although, really nice second town center placement for Greeky. The cool thing about, like on a side note, the cool thing about having your units all look very, very similar is, like, I can barely tell, except for the books on their back, like how many pacifists are in this army. And that is very different from Greeky, right? I know exactly how many legionnaires are in this army, so I can judge quickly how deadly or not deadly a unit or group of units will be. Greeky's finally docked his own back pond, getting up a fishing boat. He's baiting one group with another. Borg dropping down 2 archer ranges, something that Greeky does not have a luxury of doing. He only has auxiliary camps. And auxiliary camps are going to be able to train slingers rather than anything else. So the meat shield of Borg will continue to remain strong. Double TC fire should be able to whittle down this small little raiding group. And so Greeky's going after one group. but his unit control is much better. Being able to split his units up and throwing... okay. Greeky might be able to take a really good... Borg might be able to take a really good fight, but unfortunately, the wall was not able to be completed in time. Let's see here. Back in Greeky's base. Is he still sitting on one Castellum? Wow. He did all that damage with one Castellum. Very nice. But Borg, he's on 4 production facilities soon. And so his population is much higher than Greeky's. 39 villagers to 39. So somewhere along the way he must have dropped a villager or two. 8-game video. But look at this. Borg's going to try to move out. And with these Toxotes, he should be more than able to move out. That being said, these small units are going to help. Are going to kill this one villager trying to wall up. Borg doesn't care about that. The auxilia camp just now was created, so only a couple slingers are going to be here to defend. And no other production facilities being dropped down yet. Borg going right by Greeky's army. Not engaging. There are some small villagers that are out here. Oh, this is a bad fight for Greeky. I think Borg can really take this fight. There's more than enough of a meat shield here for Greeky. Plus, look at all these talks in the back. Yeah, Borg. Look at Borg's population. Very, very strong. But now that the TC fire's here, that it'll be up to Borg to find the exposed villagers all over Greeky's base. Here, some wood gatherers over here. Instead, he's going to fall back. Greeky's small army over here is being a little bit of a nuisance. Let's see. Back in Borg's base, he's sitting on stables, 2 archer range, and a barracks. Dropping down another stables, 2 Ooh, we got Praetorium. Ooh, a little bit of lag, Forum dropping down, more Castellums, another auxilia camp. So Greeky is finally... Oh, like this, finally getting Sacramentum. Holy, are these guys moving fast or what? 6 speed? Seemed a lot faster than that. Alright, Borg. Very nice. Going to take down this this production facility. That could be a hassle. Greeky's making another one. I see armory upgrades, actually. Greeky is just now getting armory upgrades. So is Borg. Borg's getting barbed arrows as his first one. Greeky's getting both barbed arrows and shield rim. So it's going to be a slinger versus Toxote battle. Okay, nice. Borg is going around the side. There's some exposed villagers here and here that he can start to whittle down. Villager count 61 to the 57. Form here, but I think Borg's missing all these villagers, unfortunately. Might be forced into this fight. Not really the best engagement that Borg could have hoped to take. Like, all these slingers are now onto the Toxote. But we'll see. Still, I think Borg's unit composition is much stronger than Greeky's. And so he's really pushing an advantage. Wow, really, really well done. I'd love to see Borg get some good economic damage done. Like, he's taking great fights, which is fantastic, but he hasn't killed enough of Greeky's villagers. Greeky is still now up like 8 villagers. Now the meat shield is gone for Borg, and now he's going to run. The Decorium is going to be hot on their heels. And so are the slingers. Population counts look very, very even, though. We got double... These units here are being an absolute nuisance. Stopping Borg from walling off. I think he needs to send some units to go and make sure that doesn't happen again. Engineer is going to lose his life. Ooh, but there's lots of villagers. I'm sure Borg sees that. Yeah, doesn't want to get baited into it though. Ooh, this might not be the best fight that Borg could hope to take. Doing a great job, Greeky slinger tagging. But these Decorions are soaking up so much damage. In saying that, the population is, again, very, very even. 14 in production versus the 22. Yeah, so very, very even. But Borg, again, taking really good fights. Here, let's look at the armory upgrades. Greeky still has all the armory upgrades in the world. Nearly everything except for the melee, which he's actually getting. And Borg is only sitting on that one armory upgrade, the pierce damage. But damn, it's working for him. See here. Somehow Borg is getting away with murder here. What else? None of these players are going age 3. I like this from Greeky, throwing a guard tower in the middle of his base. Wonder, does he have a market line up yet? I don't think so. He's got 13 spearmen in the mix against the 4 Decorions. Should be more than enough. I like the inclusion of Ceres. Ceres are super, super strong. Are Ceres the best anti-ranged in the game, except for Carpentums, maybe? Oh, that's a free 300 gold there for Borg. Let's see this. I like this from Borg. He sees eyes on this gold mine. Very nice. Splitting up his units. So his cav was going to go try to take out the gold mine there, but I think they still might. So they're being sent all the way down here to take out these villagers. And this gold is desperately needed. Did Greeky get the SPQR tech? Yes, he did. So he still has that gold conservation. But I think, is that his only gold villagers? No. No, it's not. I don't know where Greeky's... Oh, he's gathering gold from right here. This is only other safe gold in his base. Borg's going to age 3. Just as he was being pushed. But this army looks way smaller than Borg's. He's got 39 talks. And more than enough spearmen as a front line. Like, holy. These Decorions can't do anything. Very pop efficient Greek army here. Getting even more towers up. That's going to hopefully help him defend. Greeky is 89 villagers, that's 70. Okay, so that's part of the reason, I guess, why Borg has such appears to have such a larger army, because he does. The villager count in favor of Greeky is just not there. And so he's able to take much better trades, but Borg, pay attention! The Decorions are getting on the Toxodi. But same thing with the Spearmen. Spearmen are also getting onto the range ball. And so the ball of Balearic slingers are falling super quickly. And the snare from the Spearmen are more than enough to take out all the Decorions. Man, steamrolled by Borg just as he's getting all of his upgrades. Tox Champion, he was getting the melee infantry damage one. And these towers from Borg, from Greeky, just aren't up fast enough. Or maybe they are, and it's enough to scare Borg away. I hope not. He's going to take out this tower, going to take out the other towers that are being made. Greeky now in age 3, hopefully clicking up Legionary Champion, but he has no gold for it. He's got to secure some other gold, maybe in the bottom side of the map. I'd love to see Borg add in some healing of some sorts, because this is a very hurt Greek army. Oh, I like this. Greeky's got the Castellum upgrade that shoots arrows. So Borg is sort of whittling down his army. He's getting his 3rd town center right here. So 180 of 180 pop. Soon to be at his disposal. He's a healthy bank. Let's see. Is he getting up a market line? No, he's not. But oh my god, here comes the Decorion flank. Greeky pulls away. Really surprised he's pulling away. Switching to Cretan Bowman. Hopefully that'll help. That'll help with the Spearman Champion Ball. But now that Hoplites are in the mix, this Pierce Armor of the Hoplites are going to hopefully be more than enough to defend against any Galearic Slingers. See here. I see the rest of the army upgrades. He's choosing to get iron smelting before. Oh my god, these three UC villagers are still being a nuisance there. Borg does have a market line. I wonder to where though. Is that at the bottom here? No, where's his market line? Up here? What the hell? Okay, very strange to me. Very strange. Quillifers, 4 Quillifers being trained up. Probably the best officer unit you can get for their cost, I'm saying. Oh my goodness, and look at this. These three guys are going to be an absolute nuisance. The good thing is, though, Borg is no longer butting heads with Greeky's main army. He's going to try to take out these 9 villagers that are gathering gold. Half of Greeky's gold source. And it's easily going to take them out. 85 villagers to the 74, though. Actually, he's going to lose. His villagers are going to get away scot-free and be able to like drop down another storehouse here. And actually, in the meantime, look at this. Greeky's crossing the map. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a base trade situation? Really? Greeky thinks he can take on the base of Borg. He sees the opening and just goes for it. Wants to make something happen. Okay. See here, nothing. One thing being trained from this. Both. Oh my god, 2 upgrades being trained. That's deadly. Wow, Borg's army upgrades get shut down. Okay, big pickup. Borg is on his way home. Can Greeky get this TC before Borg comes back? I don't think he wants to. Does he want to die on this hill? I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he wants to die on this hill. This is seems foolish. Although this is causing a lot of disruption in Borg's economy. Oh, look at the floating resources of Borg. Borg can go to age 4 right now. Borg should go to age 4 right now. There's nothing stopping him. Maybe getting a better market line will help. Oh no. Greeky is cut off. Oh, and this is a perfect engagement for Borg to take. As perfect an engagement as he can ever get. And so Greeky's army is going to be absolutely crushed. That being said, the army upgrades for Greeky are slightly better. But still, at the end of the day, like, the army composition of Borg is much stronger. Really good engagement to take. Both army upgrades are re-queued up. Would love to see Borg throw down a much better armory. Small raiding force here for Greeky on this 3rd town center, but nothing done. Ooh, look at this. We got Borg's TC here and Greeky's market line. Does Borg see this? Borg. He has no idea that this is going on. But saying that, he's making some siege towers. Might be the worst market line I've seen in the Roman tournament, possibly. Is there an award for the worst market line? Alright, so Greeky is now in the same spot that he was just a few minutes ago. He tried to take into the advantage and push in when Borg was off on the side of the map, but you know, Greeky unfortunately wasn't able to do anything, and it cost him a lot. Borg, I'm surprised he's not just queuing up to age 4 again. Both of his armory upgrade lines have been completed. He's going to try to take this engagement. Podromos are here. I don't think there's much in Greeky's army that fight Podromos. Only 5 spearmen here. Equus are 2. One thing that Greeky does have is Clinicus in the mix. Very strong unit. 30 health per second. Healing. This might be Greeky's last gold mine. And then the market lines of the 2 players are gonna be the deciding factor. See, 35 Tox champion to the 29 Cretan bowman. But Borg's army, there's nothing in Borg's army here. Like, half his army's not fighting. What's going on? Yeah, and the Tox are are just being pushed upon. Greeky's taking a pretty good engagement, all things considered. Borg sending some units here to gather from this gold mine that he just reclaimed. Oh, never mind. Take that back. He's putting down a fortress on this side of the map. Unfortunate for him, that is not where Greeky's market line is. If only he could push in a little bit more, but Greeky's not letting him. He knows that this is pretty much the only spot that he can push in that hasn't been commandeered by walls. Hopefully if Borg sees... Even he can move here and just absolutely decimate the caravan line. Borg, though, he has no gold gatherers, right? So, because he has no gold gatherers, he's in a really bad spot. Greeky is actually taking sort of the economic lead. See, does he see this now? He does. He does. Yeah, he's going to get the gold on himself. Take another fight. But each fight that, again, like each fight he takes, he doesn't have the market line to keep replenishing his units. What the? Did Borg just throw his talks in the middle like that? There goes Borg's gold bank. That's devastating. Oh no, and it's Greeky who's throwing in battering rams onto this this base. Borgman needs to get a much better market line than this. This is pitiful stuff. And Greeky held on for so long that now it's Borg's economy, his lack of villagers, that is coming to bite him. These Clinicus is in the mix, helping to sustain. And when you're healing a unit like a Decorion, which has such high pierce armor, the benefit of healing is like multiplicative. Oh my goodness. This can't be how it ends. This can't be how it ends, Greeky. Doing the unthinkable. I am at a loss for words. I am at a loss for words. I think this market line might have been the biggest throw. Yeah, 20 gold a caravan trip is just not the play. That is not the play. I'm really surprised. Like, why would he put his market line here? Why didn't he just put his market line down here? Like everything else in this game, Borg did fantastically. He took the best fights. He chose the best composition for every single place in this series, in this game. Had Greeky on the ropes. Walled off where he needed to wall off. Right, defended Greeky's push in the middle of the map really well. Got his armor upgrades and his techs well. Went to the third age really quickly. Did everything he needed. We need to give these players a little bit of a break. And hold on. We're gonna, it's 2-0 for Greeky. I Both of these players are going to switch their civs. We're gonna give both these players just a couple minutes to regain their composure, though. Like after a game like that, just need to take a break. You know, that game made me think a lot about the validity of a strategy in which you have less villagers is actually quite smart, right? Because you can take much better fights, and it makes sense if you have the lead, you can do that. But when you don't have the lead like Greeky, it's best to make sure that you can continue to replenish your army over and over again. But man, that was... Yeah, so Borg did everything that he needed to do by the textbook, except for that marker line, unfortunately. Borg as red, and the map to decide it is going to be Swamp Pass. Swamp Pass is going to be the map to decide it all. Can Greeky pull off a 3-0 against the cyborg man himself? Or will Borg finally overcome the obstacle that is Greeky? He came close in the last game. Super, super close in the last game. And now it's going to be a direct mirror match. Persia versus Persia. Borg has proven that he can handle Greeky's Spear Rush. Or in this case, Barabara Rush. But, yeah, I wonder. No, Greeky is from the Middle East. Okay, Barracks coming down with double villagers. I wonder how quickly both these players get 8-10s. That's going to be a very critical upgrade depending on who is attacking and who is defending. I like Greeky's base setup though. He's got like a really safe gold here. He's got really safe gold, really safe stone. I think Borg is... This is his safest gold. He might be able to put like a second town center here. But man, yeah, Greeky's spawn is really strong. We will see. We will see how it plays out. Sparabara already in queue. Borg is missing some food to make some Sparabara, but he's choosing this as the spot in which he wants to defend. Greeky is going to see nothing. I think he missed seeing this. Yeah, he doesn't see this. But he sees this, so he's going to think that this is the main hunt for Borg. Interesting choice. He can get up 8 tent right now, and yes, he's choosing to do that. So with 8 tents, and great vision by Borg, knows exactly what's going on. With 8-10, he should be easily able to defend from these Sparabara. He's housed though right now. Yeah, gonna get another villager, get another Sparabara. I'd like to see him heal up his scout at a nearby aid tent. So in this matchup, this matchup is a lot about how many Sparabara you have in the early game. Because unlike other civs, there's no barracks unit that can easily deal with infantry. And with Sparabara and their champion upgrade, giving them like really strong pierce armor, even the anti-infantry of Persia, which is their archers, like don't deal with Sparabara very well. Okay, Greeky is getting on stone, and so is Borg. So they're going Sparabara into a second TC, which is very standard. Greeky sees how many spearmen there are, or Sparabara there are, and is choosing to not engage. Or maybe there's going to be a bait play. Come in here on this side with this larger group of Sparabara, and then bait with the couple spearmen. Never mind, he's just going right under TC fire. Oh, very smart stuff. Borg could click up to the second age. Hopefully he does that any second now. He's floating a lot of resources. Yeah, second age is queued up. And Borg is getting much smarter at defending these raids. He knows that Greeky is full on baiting him with this unit, this composition. So very smart by him. Bronze Age queued up. 240. These guys are mirroring each other a lot. Greeky might be able to take one. No. With the 8 tents, nothing doing. Greeky's gonna have to fall back for now. He's gonna regroup. Oh. Borg might drop one villager. He's actually dropping a couple of villagers, but dropping down a second town center. Same thing with Greeky, both in their base. Want to be super, super safe. This time, though, Greeky will be unable to push in and destroy this town center. There's more than enough Sparabara here for Borg. But at the same time, if you can just like run by, might be worth it. Archer range is the first production facility dropped down by Borg, and a stables is the other one for Greeky. I think stables is the better choice. Yes, you could easily go for some spearmen, but I think for raiding potentials and map control potentials, it's probably better. It's a good micro fight for both these players. See, 11 Sparabara to the 10 for Greeky. So I think Borg is getting a better deal out of this. But it's close. Like, look at all the hurt Sparabara from Greeky. Yeah, 9 to the 8. Borg is also getting up stables. Excellent. Another double archer range. Okay, so standard opening for him. First archer range comes down for Greeky. So Borg somehow has a lot more units here. Or wood, sorry. That he was able to put it down at his disposal. Compared with Greeky. Who's running away. Now with a couple bowmen in the mix, hopefully that'll be more than enough to deter anything that that Borg might be thinking about, or that Greeky might be thinking about. One thing to note, there's like this wall of gold. One gold here, another gold here, and another one down here. And so other than this one safe gold, safe-ish, this is the line that Borg needs to secure to make sure that he can keep up with in the late game. Alright, Asabara and Sparabara composition versus Sparabara and Bowman. And I think at least with this number of Bowmen, yeah, Greeky is going to be forced to run back. And he is officially forced Greeky back past the midpoint. I like this from Borg though. He's taking this dock and he's taking this this water. Very interesting. Did Greeky see this? I wonder. He did not. He has no clue. But this raiding force is going to be quite annoying for Borg to deal with. Borg's going to see what's going on, though. Or maybe not. So both these armors are just sitting in the middle. Greeky, though, is getting some good raiding in. 6 Asabara, nothing to scoff at. And Borg is switching into spearmen. Population count's looking in favor of Greeky right now at the moment. See, villager count 48 to the 49. And I think that's the fishing boats. Slight advantage from the fishing boats. Dropping down a second armory. Dropping down 2 armory upgrades, actually, or 2 armories. I don't think Greeky has any armories yet. He does. He does have one, but he does have 2 already built, but not making anything out of them. Just missing some gold. Greeky's up to 130 pop. Borg is 10 population behind, but his armies are split. He's got some Asabara sitting over here, ready for a flank, and he's got another group of units over here. But depending on how quickly Borg can take these fights and whether or not Greeky can flank, it might be a really good fight for him. Does Greeky see this? He does not. That's close. Oh, the Asabara, 10 of them coming in. And unless Borg has some spearmen, which he does not, back in his base, these Asabara are going to be a very nasty raiding group. He does see it now, though. Asabara going to pick up a couple of these units for free. Borg doesn't care. He's going to move forward with them. With his main army. He's getting 2 armory upgrades right now, but Greeky's 2 armory upgrades queued up faster, and he's getting all 4 of them. That being said, if Borg pushes the advantage, which he's not, he's going around the side. I am slightly worried. Maybe he's trying to see if there's a docks over here, but there's no docks. There's nothing going on. Both of these players are very indecisive right now. Okay, Borg is going to be the first one to see the massive army of Greeky. And it's a pivotal moment. Does he choose to push in? And he does. He does choose to push in. He's going after this barracks. Greeky's going to see this. And he also chooses to push in. He has a lot more Asabara here. There's a small amount of units here. Lots of spearmen. So there is something to defend this. Greeky is putting down the wall of guard towers. Borg's not getting much economic damage done right now. He might be able to take out all of these villagers though. In the meantime, look at this. Greeky is pushing into the heart of Borg's economy. Having 4 units be garrisoned. He's getting some pot shots off these villagers. And in the meantime, okay, some guard towers got up for Greeky, but he's having to run away with these villagers, but all over Borg's base. There's Asabar everywhere. There's bowmen everywhere. Let's see the villager count. 47 villagers to the 60. But all of Greeky's villagers are stuck here in his TC. And these villagers actually ran away from their guarded position and were forced to run away. So 48 villagers to the 61. And Greeky is still all up in Borg's business. Can't get anything done. Oh, this is not good. This is not good for Borg. Greeky's still at 150 population. And there's a couple of villagers here and here, but it's not going to be anything even if Borg takes them all out. Greeky, look at him go. He's taking down all the production. There's only 2 production facilities left. Man. And that is it. Greeky takes the series 3-0. Well played to both of them. Really excellent series. Greeky got in there with the virus. Look how close this match was. Holy. Aging up at the same time. Training villagers at the same time. Look at the military graph. In sync. But maybe either it was the way that Borg laid out his base. Maybe it was the way that Greeky laid out his. Maybe the fact that he got some guard towers up faster. But yeah, Greeky, his base trade was just stronger. He had a lot more Asabar, I can say that for sure. There was nowhere near the same level of Asabaras, but man, excellent game for both these players. Look at that, within 1,000 or nearly 1,000 resources gathered. Borg was a good match for Greeky. Very close match for Greeky, but at the end of the day, Greeky came out on top. So Greeky moves on. He's moving on to face the winner of Carnage or Eerie. So if he faces Eerie, he has to shut him down again, or try to shut him down again, like he did in the upper bracket. And if he faces Carnage, that's also going to be a fantastic match. I'm hoping it's going to be sometime next weekend. That is the plan. No, it was not easy. That was a very, very good series. Here we go. Let me switch to this. Switch to this. So, Greeky made it. Looks like a Greeky's path all the way here. So, he beat Madlib 2-0. Took on Eerie. Beat Eerie. Lost to Zerton. Dropped down to the lower bracket. Had to face off against Greeky. Where did Greeky face off against? Oh, he just he dropped from here all the way to here. It appears. Yes, and so now he faced Borg. Quite a tough set of opponents to face off against, and Borg, in his own right. See who he faced off against. Borg. Jamon. Then he beat Ace. Very tough. Faced off against Striker. Played Norse, unfortunately. and lost there, but then dropped down to the lower bracket and just took on Ardashir 3-0. Verhoover, we saw that last series, fantastic games. And now he is out of the tournament. But that being said, that means he is in the top 6 or 7 players. So seriously, well done. Well done. Huge. So that means he's walking away with what is he walking away with? He's walking away with either $50 or $25. I can't quite remember yet. But that's huge. Well done, Borg. Well done. Yeah, the Greek army was insane. That was we were talking about. We were basically saying. Let me switch the scene here. But we were saying like, Borg, if you hadn't gotten that market line hurt me. You had Greeky in that like chokehold. You had him like strangled, but Greeky had that marker line and you didn't. And I think that was just like the most deciding factor. And if you had that marker line, you could have gone to age 4, gotten up some siege, and like closed the game that way. I think that would have been excellent. But unfortunately, just like not enough gold because. Yeah. And yeah, no, more rating, more Rams for sure, but also the fact that like, I think you just missed like by half a millisecond. There was Greeky's army at the Greeky's markets at the very top. Yes, yeah, Greeky, you had like 92 villagers, and I think Borg had like 70 something. 70 like 2. So you had 20 extra pop for an army. So every time, despite being slightly down in army upgrades in some occasions, he just took better fights because he had a bigger army. But man, thanks everybody for watching. I had a great time casting these games. It was a heck of a lot of fun.